Hi everyone, it's JoJo from Mojo Dojo Plans, and today I'm super excited because I get to share with you my newest sticker book. This is Rainbow Date It 2.0. I'm super excited about this book, and I think you guys are going to love it. It's basically the Black Date It 2.0, but in color for those of us that love to have, you know, some pops of color in our planners. So I'm really excited about this book. This book is actually 60 pages. The black version was only 50 pages. So this one is 60 pages. This book releases this Friday, November 3rd at 9 a.m. Mountain Time on my website, www.mojo-jojoplans.com. It is $34 plus shipping. Again, it is 60 pages. And then this book is actually all paper. And you'll see exactly why this book is only paper as we go through it, and then I'll kind of explain it as I go through it as well. But let's just go ahead and dive in, and then I'll kind of explain some special things about this book, because the Black Date It is only 50 pages, and then this one is 60 pages. So you'll kind of see why that is. But this book has 6,790 stickers in it, and then I will have everything linked down in the description below. So when we open up this book, it's basically the same as far as the layout as the black version. This one just has the colors. So this is going to be focusing, the main focus is red through pink. Those are the main focuses of the colors. Those are the colors you are guaranteed to have all the way throughout the book. On occasion, there is red through gray. I think that's really mainly it. It's red through gray, or like the colors that you are guaranteed to get in this book. And then everything else is like, on occasion, you're getting the black and the brown. I did not prioritize black at all, just because there's a whole book out that is all black. And yes, that book will restock hopefully sooner than the new year. But my goal is no later than January, but my true goal is no later than December. So the black version will restock for those that I know will ask about it. But I didn't want to prioritize black just because there's a book. Like, if you want black, there's a book for it. And again, it will be restocked. And then brown was just kind of one of those colors that I kind of had to choose just for space wise. I kind of had to choose, and I wanted to focus on the main rainbow for sure, like, you know, red through pink, and then gray, you know, was able to sneak in there and all that good stuff. So it just kind of, it's just the way it worked out. I know there's going to be some people that aren't happy about it, but I did my best, and I spent hours and hours trying to figure out the best way to get these colors to work out. And again, it's kind of going to go into how this book is laid out with the colors. Again, it's the same layout as the black version. So you're getting 2 pages of your days of the week. You're getting 2 pages of your stacked days. These ones, nothing changed. There's nothing super different other than the fact that these ones have your colors on them. Now, this page does change just a little bit. This is your Friday through Sunday. It also has the 2024 stickers, and then it has some of your 31 stickers because I wasn't able to fit them on the page that's going to have the numbers, and I'll show you that in just a minute. But right here we have red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. And then on the next page, which is the duplicate of that page, however, it has pink, gray, brown, and then some black 31s on there. So your 31s are there because, again, I could not fit them on this page without compromising the size. Like, I could have made these smaller, but I love the size that they are, so I didn't want to change the size of them just for the 31s, you know? And it wouldn't have looked as nice, because I feel like the way it's laid out looks really nice, and I feel like uses the space really well. So we have red through blue, and then we have purple through black. And then on the 3rd page, you get a rainbow version of the numbers. And something that I'm really proud of and really like is each set of these, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets. Each one starts with a different color for the numbers. So the ones all start with a different color, which I really like, because I found sometimes when other people do rainbow stuff, it's always the same. Like, it's always like red is always number 1. Like, and sometimes I don't want a red number 1. Sometimes I want a blue number 1, you know. So I tried to switch it up so that way your numbers are switching a little bit, because, you know, you might want to start your week with a different color, you know, especially if you're starting randomly, you know, a different, like the 25th through the 30th or something, you know, like those are always going to be different. So that is why I did that. All right, now here's where we get a little bit different. So the first page, and this is basically why I could not do clear and paper all in one book. This right here was the issue because I could only fit a couple colors on each page. So that meant the duplicate page that you would have normally been getting like in the black version, you know, because in the black version you got one page that was clear and one page that was paper. I couldn't do that in here because the duplicate page had to be the other colors, and if I did one on clear and one not on clear, that meant that you then had to get, then that meant one page would be paper, so you might have red through green on paper, and then that would mean you'd have blue through gray on clear. And it's like, it might have been okay, but then it also might not have been okay. And then that also meant if I decided to do clear, that meant you would have got 4 pages for, you know, one thing. So I figured it was just better to just do all paper for this book. So that's the main reason why this book is all paper. I will say I do have a link down in the description below for those that are interested in a clear version. I'm more than happy to order a clear version of this book. All I have to do is change the cover to say clear, so I'm more than happy to do that, but I need to know that there's enough demand for the clear. So I have a little sign up form, and it basically just asks you your name, your email, that way, you know, what if this is happening, like you're going to be contacted for it, and then how many you're wanting, basically, if you're wanting a clear version. But honestly, I feel like paper just has a lot more pros than clear does, so that's why I went with paper first. Okay, sorry, I know I'm babbling, but I'm just trying to explain it all. There's just a lot. Okay, so this one is blue through gray, so you're not getting any browns in these monthlies. I know, I'm so sorry. And you're definitely not getting any blacks because, again, there's a book of black that will be restocked, so I did not want to prioritize black. Okay, real quick, I needed to insert an extra little clip into here because I did not notice it, and thankfully one of my patrons noticed it, so thank you so much for your eyes. As you can imagine, just staring at these pages for hours and hours on end, I feel like everything just like blends in together. But something that I did not know happened, which I'm kind of frustrated about, but you know, it is what it is if you can look down here, which other people might have seen it, but this September, for whatever reason, has the E and the R in it as pink. Now, I looked back at my file, and my file does not do that. My file was completely gray, and then I asked my manufacturer, and they said it was an error because they had to go in and put all the color in from my file because of the way that they had to do things, and for some reason, whoever like justified the file did it, and now there's like random pink on here. So super frustrating because of course I'm not finding this out until like the week of release, like the week before release. And so that being said, I have reached out to them. I am working on getting like a little replacement sticker, so each book will be coming with a September sticker. I don't know if I'm gonna glue dot it, put it like on the inside of your cover, or if I'm just gonna slide it in there. I don't know yet. My hope is that it will be here. The fix will be here before release. If it is not, it might just mean that shipping just gets delayed a little bit. Regardless, it should be here sometime, you know, within the week of the release. It just might, like, if they don't come in until Friday, obviously that means I can't pack the orders until then. So it might just kind of delay shipping. I'll probably still be working on packing all the orders and all of that good stuff. And then have it be to where I just have to go in on the orders that have this book in it, you know, and slide in that sticker. So I did want to point that out. That was something that I definitely did not catch when they first came in. So I'm so thankful for other people in their eyes because my eyes did not catch it. But it is getting fixed, and regardless, you'll be getting a sticker in here in the book. It'll just be of just this sticker, and it'll be slid somewhere in here. Maybe I'll put it on this page. That might be too much. I might just put it on the inside cover or maybe at the back of the book. So definitely make sure to look for that. But it didn't work out, and you're only getting one, you know, you're only getting like one January in each color. And so it's just kind of the way it worked out. And I know it's a bummer that brown's not in here, but hey, if there's enough want for it, I'm not opposed to doing a neutral version of the date sticker book. I'm just putting that out there. Okay, so that was some of those months. Then you have the rest of the months here. We have November through December, and then you also have your abbreviated months in here. And then again, same exact page, just with the different colors. I also really like all these colors together. And then you get a full page. You get 2 pages of these that have your months, just normally, you know, flat, not stacked. All of the months all the way through. And then again, just like the numbers, I tried to make sure you were getting a different color. So, you know, you have red, you have a yellow January, you have a pink January, you have blue, you have brown, you have red, you know. So I tried to make sure you were getting some different colors rather than always being January's always red. Like, I don't always want January to be red, you know? So 2 pages of those, and then we're getting the big numbers, again, just like in the black version, but you're getting them in a rainbow style, just there. And then you're getting your monthly stickers, which these are little square numbers, perfect to fit in those corners of your monthly spread. I will say these are going to be so much easier to use than the clear ones that are in the black version, because these ones are on paper. Because the black version, this set and the like script set are both on clear, which is great if you're dating a completely undated planner, right? But if you're redating a planner, these are going to be so much easier to cover up that number that's already there because it's on paper. So that is a perk to that. And again, that's why I feel like paper just has a lot more perks. So you are getting a set of, you know, 1 through 31 in each color. And then the last pages in here for this font are your holidays. And then again, tried to just give colors that made sense, but then also just random colors. 2 pages of those. All right, moving on to our script set. So again, same thing, similar layout. You have your days of the week and your abbreviations. We have our stacked days. Again, these are duplicate pages. And then this is where the pages are going to start to change again because of these 31s. I didn't want to keep giving you red 31s and orange 31s. So the next time you see them, they'll be purple and pink, at least on this page. And then there's more on another page. And then we have the rest of our numbers because, again, I couldn't fit the 31 on there. So that's why they're floating on other pages. And I know that's a pain in the butt because that means you have to go look for it. But I just was trying to fill up all my space, you know? I don't like white space on these pages, so I just try to fill them in as much as my manufacturer will let me. All right, and then again, you're getting the numbers in rainbow version. All right, then we have our months. And the second page for the months, again, there's like some 31s floating, so you're getting them in other colors. All right, our abbreviated months. And the rest of the stacked months. Then we have our full smaller months. All the colors. And then we have our big numbers. And then you have the rest of the 31s in here as well. And your 2024 stickers. All right, and then you're also getting your monthly in that font. And then last, you have your holidays, which I think just looks so fun. And I love the Pride one. All the colors. Okay, and then our last set. So if you remember from the black version, the last set did not have duplicate pages. However, in this book, it had to have duplicate pages because of the way the colors were working in here. So that is why this book has 10 more pages than the black version. So hopefully that makes sense. But here's your days of the week and your abbreviations. And then we have our stacked days. Again, these are all the same. And then on these pages, we have our 29, 30, and 31 because this was such a bulky font, I couldn't get them to fit. But they do switch colors. So you can see you are getting like all the colors of the rainbows, you know, on these. They're just not on the page with the rest of the numbers. Had to do what I had to do, you know. And then you have the rest of the numbers on the other pages. And then once again, you're getting the rest of the numbers in a rainbow version. Okay, then we have our stacked months. And this one's funny because I was able to fit on this one, there's an extra October on this one because just the way this one was laid out. So that means like a random blue one got on this page instead of being on the other page. But then that meant we got like a black one. And I would have done brown, but it was also like, then brown would have been the only one, and I feel like black's a little bit easier to just have a single one of. So I know that's not going to make everybody happy, but, you know, I was sitting there for probably hours trying to figure out the best way to lay this out, and that's just kind of what worked. Right, we have our 2024 stickers, the abbreviated months. We have our bigger, or not bigger, our smaller months in all the colors. And again, they're all swapping a little bit. So 2 pages of those. And then we have our big numbers, which I think these ones out of all of the numbers are my favorite. I just feel like these ones look so fun. And then we have our paper month stickers. And then last we have our holidays. Okie dokie, so there we go. So that is Rainbow Date It 2.0, a rainbow version, 60 pages. This book is $34 plus shipping. All the stickers you need to date several planners if you're wanting to, or even redate. And this one is all on paper. Again, I do have a link down in the description below if you are interested, and please do it. Like, do not forget, go and do it right now. But if you are all interested in a clear version of this, I am more than willing to do it if there's enough demand for it. If there's like 2 people that sign up for it on this list, like, I'm not going to do it. But go and just sign up. You don't have to pay anything right now. It's not like a pre-order or anything. It's just so I know how much interest there is for a clear version. That way I can make a decision on should I order it sooner than later, because I want to come out with a clear version regardless. It's just how soon do I need to get it out. Regardless, it won't be till like early in the new year. But you know, I want to make sure I get it out at a decent time. It's just going to depend on how many people are wanting it. So, I do have that down below. Again, this book does release this Friday, November 3rd at 9 a.m. Mountain Time on my website. Everything is linked down in the description below. The black version of Date It 2.0 will be restocked. I promise. I am working on it as we speak. Hopefully after this release, I'll be able to get that ordered, and I'm hoping it'll be here no later than December, and it'll probably just randomly release sometime in December. So also make sure you are signed up for email notifications from my website, because I will send out an email prior to that. And then I'll also be posting on social media when I know that. I think that is it. I so hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe. And I hope I'll see you in my next one. Bye!